Good morning, my friends. This is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about my good midlife crisis, where I am journeying through my 40s, working to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health, and today's video is going to be a financial health check-in. Today is Friday, May the 26th. I had to check. And I am going to be budgeting out the money that you see on the screen above my head. This is a combination of my paycheck and my rollover from last week. I am going to be doing this in the app that you see. This is called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. And I normally go into raptures about how much I absolutely love this app. Nothing has changed. I still very much love this app. The thing that has changed today is that I am later than normal, and it is 7:36. This morning has just completely gotten away from me, and so all I'm going to say is, as I'm going through this, if this looks like something that you think would help you in your budgeting journey and you are interested in trying it out, you can get a 34-day free trial by clicking the link in my description box below. This will get you a free trial. You won't even put in your credit card information, so they can't charge you if you decide not to keep it. There's no sneakery involved. And if you decide you want it and you do sign up for it, you'll get an additional 30 days for free. And as a thank you, they will give me a 30-day subscription for free as well. So everybody gets YNAB, everybody wins. That is all I will say in today's video. If you really want to know more, please check out my other videos. I go into raptures a lot. I try to go into some details as I budget out my videos and explain some of the details about YNAB, because I really truly do believe in this program. If you're interested in digital budgeting, it really is amazing. I am going to start off by saying thank you so much for being here. I love you all. If you're new, I hope that you find this useful and informative, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back and sticking with me and keeping me accountable. I actually thought about maybe not doing a video today just because I'm running so late, and I was like, no, I have to do a video today because I have to stay accountable. I have to keep this. So I am going to put myself up into the corner so we can get started. This is a holiday weekend here in the United States. I know that most of my audience is in the United States, but not all of you are. So if you're not in the United States, it is Memorial Day weekend. And so we have a 3-day weekend here. Oh my goodness, I'm spending way too much time caring about the size of this box. I don't care. Anyway, and my boss got permission for my team to leave a little early today. So I have 20 minutes before I have to be at work, and then I should have a short day and then a long weekend. So I don't have anything planned this weekend. We're smoking a turkey today, just because I like turkey, and so does Nathan. So that's the plan for today, but then nothing going on this weekend. I am really excited to just relax and do nothing and probably clean my house, if we're being honest. Okay, if you are not new, I do a weekly budget. And I know I have a bunch of comments to respond to. I did not do anything with anything last week. I took the week off from doing YNAB. Not YNAB, sorry. I did track my budget from doing YouTube and from doing anything on there. But I do have to respond to comments. So I did have somebody ask why they understood why I do my weekly budget, but why did I still track my bills weekly? Since I'm coming in here weekly and most of my bills are set up on auto pay, I'm just filling them in weekly as I go, just because I'm in here anyway. I could fill them monthly. I could, or like bi-weekly. I just do it weekly because I'm in here anyway. There's no like grand scheme. There's no really big reason. I just do it because I'm in here. So that's why. There's no, if bi-weekly works better for you, then yeah, you do it. That's one of the best things about personal budgeting, and I say that in almost every single video. Personal budgeting is so fantastic because it is so personal, and everybody can make it work for themselves the way it works for them. Okay, so what I have is, you'll see this up here, it says I have 4 overspent categories. That is just because like I said, I have a lot of things set up on auto pay, and because I've been using YNAB for so long, I have it set up scheduled accounts so YNAB knows when they're coming out. So it's just saying that they know they've hit, it knows that they've already hit my accounts, or that they will be hitting my accounts today. But as I fill in the money, it will fill them in. They're not really overspent. So what I do is every week I give myself $50 for dining out. I did still have some of that money left over from last week. I did go over in groceries last week, y'all, but that's okay. It's because I needed to do a Costco run and we were out of a lot of things. And there was a sale on a couple of items that I do buy like regularly that I stocked up a little extra on. I'm thankful to be in a position because I know not everybody is. And I know a few years ago I wasn't in a position, but I'm thankful to be in a position in my life where when I see something that's on sale, I can stock up on it so I have it. So like I buy these gluten-free chicken wings that I really, really like. And things at Costco and Sam's, they're more pricey. They're pricier, but they were $4 off, so I grabbed a couple of bags of them instead of one. And then I was out of just like basic staples, and that adds up. So I did go a little bit over in groceries, plus we bought the turkey to smoke the turkey. So went a little over in groceries, so I had to cover that last week. But normally I give myself $75 a week for groceries. Fun money, I give myself $10 a week. I still have not bought that book, though I do have my credit. I give myself $60 in ecclesial expenses. That is my church donation. And $50 a week, a paycheck in gas. Since this is a paycheck week, I will be putting $50 into my gas budget. I did have $33 left, $35 left in this, and I use that to cover my overspending in household and groceries. Self-care, every paycheck week I get $25 in there, and that normally just sits there until I use that to buy things like perfume, to get my nails done, to buy myself flowers sometimes, just whatever I deem to be something for me that's self-care, that isn't necessarily a household expense or something that I would consider my fun money. Just treat for myself. Pet expenses, that gets $50 a month, and this budget crosses over to June 1st, so I am going to be filling my monthly expenses, but I'm going to fill that in the month of June because I want to put that money for June. So I'm putting the $50 in the month of June for pet expenses, and for household, for budgeting. I give myself $50 a month for pet expenses. That's for my dog food, my cat food, little things that they need. And then at the end of this week, at the end of this month, on the 30th, I will roll whatever is left in the expenses right now. Currently I have $20. I don't really anticipate spending much more on them. They're good for right now. But I will roll whatever's left in the category at the end of May into my pet emergency fund, to try to build that up a little bit at a time in case anything major happens, like a major vet bill, or really that's what I can think of, like a major vet bill, something unexpected or even expected but big comes up for one of my animals. I have a pet emergency fund that's not very big right now because I'm not putting anything into my sinking funds, but I do roll my monthly pet expenses, whatever's left, I roll that into my pet emergency fund at the end of the month. Household, I did again go a little over this month because some of the things I was out of, I needed for household. Budgeting, I give myself $25 a month. That's where I get my stickers for my Budget Moms, Budget by Paycheck book. I buy pens. I don't have to buy pens very often. I do plan to buy, right now I'm thinking I'm going to buy a planner if the Budget Mom does come out with a new one, but that's still kind of up in the air. I might go another year printing. I don't know. Well, we will see. Those are my monthly expenses for my throughout the month. So these top 4 get filled every week. These 2 get filled every paycheck week, and then these 3 are filled every month. And that's the way I do it for me. And then this reimbursable is filled only when somebody owes me money. That's how I do my expenses. And then I do also have, while I'm in June, I do also have giving that I need to fill. That's a monthly expense. And y'all, I went over so much. Can never find it. I don't know why it's never where I think it's going to be. I went over so much in giving. Last month, I had so many birthdays and things happened last month. I went so over in my giving category. Like, let's see what I spent. $230. Normally I budget $100. I spent $230 in giving last month. Well, this month, it's still May. Anyway, those are my categories for here. Since this is going into the first, I am going to be paying my rent. Part of paying my rent, if you are, I'm not even going to say if you're new, part of paying my rent is Nathan is my roommate slash landlord. He owns the house. I rent a room from him. The way we keep track of everything is I pay some bills, he pays some bills, and then we put it all into an app called Splitwise. Sometimes I pick up dinner for him. Like last night, I picked up dinner for him while I was out getting my own dinner, and I put it all into Splitwise, what I pay for, what he pays for, and then it takes off what he owes me from what I owe him from rent. And so at the end of the month, it tells me how much I owe him. And then I keep track of what I have spent on him that he hasn't paid me back for here. And so what he owes me total is $65.34. I know that. But then Splitwise takes that off of what I owe him for rent. So here's what I owe him for rent. This is Splitwise. I have that app open, like that open on another tab. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the $65.34. Remember to hit this plus button, because if you don't, it would have taken 2 cents off of what I put in here, and I would have still owed 2 cents. So I'm going to cover that amount there. And then when I cover my rent, that is balanced out. I really hope that makes sense. I really hope that. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but basically I covered $65.34 worth of expenses that he hasn't paid me back for yet. It's going to come off of what I'm paying him in rent. So I'm not paying it to him in rent, but I'm paying it to him here. Like, he's paying me back here. So that's, I hope that makes sense. Okay, now we're into my bills section. So here's what I have. I did go over, I did have to pay, I've mentioned my OneDrive. Every month I put a couple extra dollars into this in case I go over, and I did have an extra charge for my OneDrive, my Microsoft Ink, not Microsoft Ink, my Instant Ink this month. And so that was $1.08. So I'm glad I had a couple extra dollars, and I'm going to continue to just let this build up and leave a couple of extra dollars in here for as long as I'm printing my Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck. And I am going to be working on that this weekend, getting that all set up so I can cancel that Adobe Acrobat subscription, which still makes me sad to think about, but it's going to renew on the 8th of next month if I don't cancel it, so I need to get that done. Cinemark subscription, this has been paused for like 5 months, I think. It's been paused for a long time because I had a whole lot of credits built up, and I did finally use them. We went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy last weekend. Y'all, I very much enjoyed that movie. It was long, but if you are a Guardians fan, I really think you're going to like it. It was a very good ending to the current cast. I don't know that I will continue to follow more Guardians, but it was nice to have the sum up of what I've been following. My dog is going to town. It is allergy season, and everybody in this house, except for Nathan, he's totally fine, but the rest of us are all just like itchy and, Emmett, honey, please, baby. Anyway, it'll renew, and I did just check the app because I thought it said it was going up, but I just checked and it should renew for the same amount. It still says it's $9.99. So I'm putting it in, and it should renew today. My water bill is due on the 27th. This is set to auto draft tomorrow, and it will be $100.85. I already checked to see exactly how much that is. Seth's car payment, we always pay $265.95. Seth is a friend of mine who took over a car payment that I had financed in my name for my niece. He took over the car payments when my niece moved out and could no longer afford the car payments. So he pays me every month for his car and for his car insurance. We refinanced it. Well, I refinanced it a couple of years ago, about a year ago, but we still continue to make these. The actual auto draft amount is only like $95.90 right now because I make the extra payments and then it goes down to zero and then it resets itself back. So It'll eventually be zero. I think like next month it'll be $0 that I owe, and then it'll reset to be the full amount, and then it'll start the whole progress back down. My mom, my mom's phone bill will be coming out. This is $61.79. That will come out tomorrow. And then my rent. So here is, I normally budget $700 just because I'm not sure what I'm going to owe. Because like I said, he pays some bills, I pay some bills, and it's a different amount every month of what I actually owe. My actual rent currently is $600. But then depending on what bills, how much bills were, because like in the winter, the heat bill, the propane bill is going to be a lot higher, and the electric bill is going to be high in the summer, and he pays those bills, the electric and the propane. So those are higher. I pay the water and the utilities. I mean, the water is utilities, the water and the internet, and those are normally about the same. So normally I end up owing him more. I don't know. So I just budget $700, but because I had purchased a couple of extra things for him, my rent is going to be a little lower this month. It is, where is it? There it is, $576.90. And then my mom's utilities, I don't have to pay anything. That's my mom. Sometimes, like a couple of times, I filled her propane tank. It is summertime now in Texas. Her propane tank should be good for the next few months. And then I should have my Saver One card paid off in July. And once that's done, I'm going to restart my sinking funds. And this will be one of my sinking funds that I put money towards. So it won't be like a huge hit all at once every time. If you are an OG Becky subscriber, you will know that contacts and glasses are something that I budget for every month. I have not been budgeting for this because with my insurance plan, my vision plan, I had free contacts. I am finally on my last pair of free contacts, so I do need to resume my monthly subscription. So I'm going to put $50 into here this month because I do need to get more contacts in. So that is that. The good news is I don't have to put anything else into medical because all of my monthly payment plans are done, and I will actually have extra money left because I only have $15.76. My $64.04 plan, they sent me my final notice, my final bill, and it's only $15.76 that I owe. So if you watched last week's video, you'll know that I had one that I was paying $50-something on, and they told me my final bill was only $65, and I was like, just pay the rest of it. This one, it was $64 every month, and I got my final bill, and it's only $15. So I'm like, yay! So I'm going to have like $40-something left in this category. I'll probably just leave that there just for any incidentals. But this is my HSA, and this is building back up. So I'm just going to let this continue to build and try to put any of my medical expenses, pay them from my HSA instead of from this. This was here because I didn't have money in my HSA, and I was paying this, previously, like previous payment plans that I had set up before I had money in my HSA coming in. So now that I have money coming into my HSA, I'm going to try to pay my bills from my HSA if I can. If I can't, then I'll start putting money back into here. But for now, I'm going to try to leave this one and use my HSA if I can. I've already filled my my gifts because that's for June. And then stuff I forgot to budget for, y'all. This is the first month this year that I have made it all the way through the month with my stuff I forgot to budget for money. And I'm going to say that's because I didn't pull that money out in cash this month because I just never got around to doing it. And this proves my point that Becky is bad with cash. This right here is why I am not a cash budgeter, because I put $20 in this category every single month for the last 5 months. For 4 months, I spent this money. Every single month, without fail, I spent it well before the end of the month. This month, I haven't touched it. I hadn't even thought about it because I didn't have it in cash. If it's not in cash, cash to me is I just spend cash. This is why I don't use cash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pull that money out when I pull out my ecclesial expenses, and I'll pop it into here. And I think maybe I might try to leave this month's $20 in there because that seems to be the way I can save it. But I do like the idea of having cash. So I don't know, of like just in case of an emergency. I don't know. The other bills that I need to pay my Best Buy card, y'all. I canceled my Total Tech membership and they gave me like a $3.55 credit because I paid it early. And so that brought my total payoff down to $98.45, which I paid this morning. Well, I paid it yesterday, but it came out this morning. That card's paid off. I have $0 on my Best Buy card. That is paid off. So no interest on that one. What else do I have to put in? I think that's it for my bills this month. And then we're going to go into very quickly. Oh, we need to do my extra savings. Oh my goodness, I have 4 minutes, y'all. So every week I do my 52-week challenge, which is where you save the week of the year that it is. I do it backwards and forwards, which works out to be $53 every 2 weeks, so $53 a paycheck. And then I save for my great nephew, my baby Joe, I save his age. He's almost 7 months. So I'm saving $1, which he's not quite a year, but I'm saving $1 a week. So for a biweekly paycheck, that's $2 a paycheck. So I save $2 a paycheck for him. And that's it for that. The only other things I need to do, I need to go back into June and I need to put into Find Me Gluten Free. This is an app that I use because I have celiac, if you are not familiar with me, which is why I had all those medical bills. I have celiac disease, so I use an app called Find Me Gluten Free to find safe places that are safe for me to eat in case I am out and about and looking for a place to go for food. And then passport renewal, I put $1.77 in here every 2 weeks. Those are the only two sinking funds I kept just because they are so minuscule that it's less than $4 a month for those two that I just decided to keep those up. Everything else is on hold until after my Saver One card is paid off. The only other thing I need to do is find my stuff I forgot to budget for and put the $20 in there for that. Okay, that is everything, right? That's everything I have. I need to roll $300 into week 1 of June. So I'm going to put $300 here and then everything that is left, which seems like more than I thought I should have. So I'm not going to actually make this payment until I know for sure that this is correct. But everything that is left, $685.85 for right now, this is all going to go toward my Saver One card, which would be fantastic if I can make that payment. Oh my goodness, because right now my Saver One card is sitting at $1,077.35. If I can make $685.85, that would put me at $391.50. My goal for May, the end of May, is to get this card under $700. That would do it. Y'all, it is $759. I have to go to work. But I love you. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. And if you are interested in this or any of my journeys, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you come along with me. Thank you all so much and have a fantastic day. Bye.